moving. I'm even giving you the finger right now, but it's not picking it up yet. It'll come in about 30 seconds later.
Yeah, it's all right, man. It's all right. You're like Adam said. You're still beautiful, Spencer, even when you're frozen.
Not as pretty as Charles Gracie.
That's debatable. That's debatable. Welcome everyone to episode 10 of the Road Dog Coffee podcast. Appreciate y'all joining us on this Thursday morning. As always, we got a loaded room here. We're going to sit back, relax for about the next half hour, drink some coffee, talk some logistics, and whatever else comes up. So sit back, go fill your cup, and we'll see you here in a moment. All right, Adam and Charles, go ahead. You keep your conversation going about Adam, about how much money Adam was losing.
Yeah.
That on air. I kind of like the guy.
That was painful.
Well, that's kind of like.
Once they get loaded, I'm going to make a LinkedIn post about it, right? Because I see so much on LinkedIn. Everybody just blows themselves up about how wonderful they are, and people don't ever post their failures, their shortcomings, their mistakes. That's part of authenticity. If you want customers and you want people to pay attention and trust you, you got to be authentic.
Absolutely.
But anyway, so the first truck was already in Virginia and he didn't have a stinger. So the second truck was going to have to turn around from Savannah and he wasn't going to make the crane appointment. So I called the port to see if they could push the crane appointments back. Nope, absolutely not. Next Tuesday, if we're even open.
And then if you do get them next Tuesday, you're going to pay the holiday rates.
Well, not just that. So here's the thing, right? To pay those trucks to lay over was $2,500 a day per truck. So then I'm out $10,000. Actually, more than that, probably $12,500 per truck. And so, thank God, after all my years in this business, I have a deep roster, right? I started calling my guys that have trucks in the area, and I'm like, hey. I need some help. I'm in a tight spot. I'm in a jam. And I got 2 other trucks that could go pick them up. So I had to cancel those other 2 trucks, which I felt horrible about because it's a personal friend of mine that's doing the work for me. And so, I'm paying I'm paying for his permits and his relo back to Florida to get his guys home for Christmas. So I don't know yet how much I'm going to lose, but it's just part of it, man. It's part of the logistics. Sometimes you make mistakes, you own those mistakes, you recover, you make good on your word.
But here's what's good about it. Here's what's good about it, Adam. You're accountable, and a lot of other people, in this industry, unfortunately, aren't accountable and actually say when they're wrong. And the thing is what did you do right after something went wrong to correct the situation? And it seems like you did that.
100%. I mean, it's if you as a broker can't own your mistakes and you just leave your customer
like all the other brokers.
There's 3-letter guys that we won't mention. They're unmentionable.
But you said something that was kind of struck a chord with me, and it's very accurate. When you look out there in today's world, everyone wants to post the best version of their life, the make-believe version, the Instagram reel version of their life. And I think what I look forward to seeing the most going forward is there's kind of some momentum going behind the movement of being authentic online, sharing the trials, tribulations. There's more to be gained by sharing those than there is for you sharing your perfect wife, your perfect house, your perfect kid, your perfect credit score. Like that.
Listen, my score is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. All right, I'm pretty proud of that damn thing.
Yeah, we all have a landmine somewhere in our life. That's just life, and I think that authenticity wins. And I think more people are starting to resonate with that than that perfect life scenario that everyone's trying to put out there online.
And here's what I know. Here's what I know. All of us here, we got here because of failure. We've learned from failure, and that experience, when you share that with other people, especially new people that are coming into the industry, it's all grandeur and it's great and all this. No, I mean, it's a debilitating. I call it a debilitating industry. You're going to get blindsided sometime during the day, during the week. You don't know when it's going to come, but if you have that experience and that knowledge, you should be able to react rather quickly than someone that just, wet behind the ears that just got in. That's what we're trying to do collectively. I would think all of us here are trying to help those that don't have that knowledge. And by Adam saying, hey, I effed up, I had to pay Tanu's, I'm out 12 grand. You got to think about this kind of stuff. When you get into it, there's a lot more losers than there are winners.
Oh yeah. It's like Vegas.
But I had a call from a new potential client yesterday. They've got 12 shipments that they need to get picked up, and they had another broker quote them about $500 under market because they quoted the wrong type of trailer. And now they've just left them high and dry. They're not, we can't do it. Sorry. And they're scrambling and they're panicking because I came back and said, hey, it's going to be $6,000 more. Sorry. And they're not sure what they're going to do yet, but it's a messed up situation, man. In heavy haul, you can get yourself in trouble real quick by you make one mistake. I mean, look at me yesterday, right? Like I was under the weather. I was extremely busy. I was multitasking. I looked over one sentence of an email and now I'm potentially costing myself $3,500 to $5,000.
Oh yeah, it's expensive to make mistakes, and that's the thing. I've never sat in brokerage, so it's the one side that I really depend on my network for insights on. I've done everything in trucking except brokerage. So
that's why you hate on us so much, because you want to be us. That makes sense.
No, absolutely not. I think back to my driving days, and I used to drive by the flatbeds and look at them tarping and say, oh, they're having so much fun. I just don't want to steal it from them. And that's kind of how I treat brokerage. and in my defense, my dad did brokerage. My son, he, for some reason, is aspiring to be a broker. And he asked me the other day, I actually covered it on air for our Christmas special. We did the 3 generations of Charles, and we were talking to my son. And he's like, I want to be in brokerage. I'm like, yes, but tell the entire Jake Break Nation one piece of advice I gave you. And he's like, oh, well, you asked me, what's the success rate on it? I'm like, listen, you don't have to worry about the success rate. You just have to worry about if you like looking at yourself in the mirror or not at the end of the day.
Yeah.
How you do anything is how you do everything. And that's what I told him. There's good brokers, there's good drivers, there's bad drivers, there's bad brokers. Like how you do it is everything about this business.
Life in general.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just be a good human.
Yeah, and I'm not going to knock him. I'm probably going to do what my dad did. My dad tossed jabs at me. I'm going to toss some jabs at my kid, but like that, he's pretty excited about like, hey, I want to be a broker, and I'm like, oh, cool. I think.
Right, so just imagine, right? Imagine if I just left this customer hanging, right?
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, my trucks aren't going to pick up tomorrow. Sorry. Yeah, I immediately got on the horn and warned him. I said, hey, I've screwed up. This is what's happened. This is what I'm doing to rectify it.
And you were busy and under the weather, and yet you still showed accountability. I think that's a testament to, again, how you do anything is how you do everything.
Yeah, 100%. But could you imagine the charges that he's going to face from the steamship line if that flat rack didn't get unloaded until next Tuesday or maybe later because of Christmas? I mean, it's crazy in this business how quickly you can gain and or lose customers, and that's a lot of drivers don't understand that.
Well, I think a lot of people in general don't. If you look at the ebbs and flows of trucking outside of the market rates itself, if you just look over the last 5 years, everyone wanted to be an owner operator. Everyone wanted to be a broker. Everyone wanted to be a third-party recruiter. Everyone wanted to be a podcaster. Like everyone hops on this bandwagon because they see the perfect side of everything. But no one actually sees the shit that goes sideways behind the scenes. A good example is, like I had brought Paul. For those of you that know Paul, my co-host on Cents Per Mile, he is now a rotational host on SiriusXM. So when I'm out sick, like I am this week, he fills in. He called me on his first day. He's like, "This is nothing like I thought it was." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, it looks easy until you got to go do this shit. Like it's different." You know, everyone sees the perfect side of things, and that's kind of what I like about Jeff or Pedro. You know, they like to talk about the shit that goes sideways, and I think it's more authentic, and I think it's more beneficial to everyone else out there that you have people that are actually advocating for the reality of what the situation is, not this perfect Instagram reel version of what life is.
No, absolutely.
Now, do you guys feel it's more of a generational thing as well?
I mean, there's a lot of things that are generational. I'm not sure that part is.
No, but as far as
I don't
your social media compared to like boots on the ground and then just being accountable, I see a big difference on it. You know,
I'll say, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
all right, cool. All right, so I've been having technical difficulties, and so was Spencer. So you know, you never know. But I would say I don't want to say yes completely. I think the generations change, and the previous generations see laziness in a different way than like to me and you, or most of us on the screen. To us, it's a boots on ground. It's a knocking on doors. It's a we're there before the sun comes up. We're there when the sun goes down type of deal. And to us, like that's drive, that's motivation. That's just the way you do things, right? And I think we see, today's generation, and most of them, they do a lot of their stuff online as far as their promoting and their job and all this thing. And they kind of work when they want, do what they want. They really don't have that sense of drive or a target that they're trying to get to till later in life. Unlike a lot of us, kind of knew from with us, it was, man, by the time you graduate high school, you better have it figured out what you're going to do. You know what I mean?
Or go to the military.
Yes. But I also want to say that I think that the problem with some of the generational stuff is that the current generation that's raising kids wants to undo or not do things the way that their parents did. And it makes the next generation a little softer, a little not willing to go the extra mile. And I use my kids as an example of that. I mean, my oldest is 23, my youngest is 18. They've all had jobs since before they were legally able to work. Like they would do fencing jobs with me at 11 years old, hard labor. And as soon as all of them were legally to work, they all got jobs at the mall or a car dealership. And, and both of them, they work crazy hours. They'll go to work at 4 a.m, or they'll go to work at 6 p.m, and they'll stay as long as you need them to until the job's done. So, that's how I am, and that's how I raise my kids, though. So
I don't disagree with what you're saying, but it is different because, like, my situation with my son is completely opposite of what you just said. The situation with my son is like when I was his age, I was chasing all the wrong things. But yet this kid is just turned 15. He's an Eagle Scout. He's a black belt. He's in the supply chain program as a freshman. Like he is on much better track at his age than I ever could have imagined to be. Now, what I will say, that opposite from what you said is I grew up in a household where both my parents always worked. So we were taking care of ourselves. We were lucky with whatever we had. And him being my only kid, I've given him everything. So like some of his mentality of how the world works is, oh, dad could just work more and I can get it. And not like I've had to correct that statement out of his mouth when he was younger. He's like, well, you could just work more. And I'm like, or hear me out on this. You can save. You can do something for it. And that's what we're working at right now with him saving up for his first car. I'm not giving him his first car. I certainly can. I'm not doing it. He's going to earn it.
Right.
My dad did the same thing with him, and for the car thing, and his dad same thing, us same thing, and so yeah, I'm with Charles. I was chasing all the wrong things too, but I pushed my kids to chase the things I should have been chasing. You know what I mean? But point is, I do think that parents obviously play a big role in that. You know what I mean? Like how a child is going to turn out today with their ethic, their work ethic, and drive as an adult.
Yeah, I don't think it's generational. I think the problem really lies with training. As the old ones go out and the new ones come in, what kind of processes do they have? What kind of training regimen do they have? Are they lackadaisical, or are they training them, to leave? It's like, what's that saying? You can untrain someone and they stay, and they're a real huge disruptor to your organization because they don't know shit. Or you can train them to leave,
but treat them so they never want to.
Right. And so the thing is with that, I just see a lack of training compared to the processes that we grew up with in the structure and the environment, like to I forgot who said it, but they said lackadaisical, like letting them get away with murder, sort of speaking, and not hold them accountable. We talk about accountability as adults, and like what happened with Adam. Hey, I effed up and I'm going to pay the price for it. They don't know that. They really don't know that because they haven't gone through that, especially if it's the new generation coming in. So it really depends on who their leaders are, who they're working for, and what kind of structure that they're going into. At least from my point of view, I was just lucky to have that kind of structure.
Jeff, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Because today's world is a little different, as I'm reminded by my dad every time I talk about trucking.
Yeah.
I think it's a bigger systemic issue because these kids nowadays that are coming into the workforce, they're coming in with that instant gratification mindset.
Yeah.
That's just something that it didn't exist when I was coming into the workplace. Like you had to scratch and claw to get anything. And you came in with the expectation that you were at the bottom and working your way to the top. No one owed you shit. But now these people come in and like right off the bat, oh, I deserve this. I deserve that. And I think that's something that it not only makes it tough to be a parent and try to break that in today's world, but to be a boss, to be a leader in an organization and know that you're combating something that existed well before that person entered your organization.
Right.
You're almost having to rewire someone's understanding of the world. And that's something that never existed in the workplace before. You either had it walking in the door or you didn't. Now, it's no longer just about training. It's almost like you're having to undo years of like systemic mistraining at youth all the way
It's the
up.
Nintendo rot generation, man. Like TV
Well,
and
society is
right.
Society has actually made a lot of the kids coming up today lazy. Look at all the technology and how easy it is to do anything. You don't have to think anymore. You just type something in or ask Google or ask.
Oh, I died. I got anher life.
It's just like
it works.
It's insane. It's like I remember, growing up as a kid. I remember when the first Atari came out, and my first video game was the little handheld. I know Jeff. I'm sure you remember this, and Pedro. I don't know, but remember the little video game was like a handheld. It was the football game. Had the red dots as your players.
Yes, I can't remember them, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah,
I remember asteroids.
Yeah, so
Centipede.
Yeah, but a lot of it is you got that, and then I forgot who said it, but on the show, but parents need to do more to push their kids to be good human beings, and
that's tough today.
I think a lot of people have gotten away from God too. I don't think God exists in a lot of homes like it used to back in the old days.
Spencer, look at the older days though. Like it was very rare to have a husband-wife team both working. There was always someone at home. Nowadays, it's very normal. It's actually more rare to find a one-party working system in a family. It's most people are working.
People can't afford it.
Yeah,
exactly. My mortgage for a freaking modest-sized house is like it's going to be $4,000 a month here soon because of a freaking interest rates. Like it's nuts.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it's what I'm saying. Now these kids are being babysat. If you think about it, Adam, truck drivers, especially during COVID and when they bought high, their payments are up like $4,000 a month.
Yeah, so I have a neighbor that's in the repo industry, right?
They're busy.
Oh, wow.
Vehicle repos are at a 17-year high. They're over 65%.
The crazy stat on that though, Adam, is actually a lot of those companies that finance that, it's so expensive and there's so much demand to repo that stuff that they're actually working out deals to leave people keep them.
Well, yeah, right now because they're not going to sell them for anything, right? They're going to lose. They're upside down. They're working out. They're working out deals like crazy.
I was a debt collector in 2005, 6, and 7. Also a mortgage loan officer. So it was.
I knew I stole something out of you.
There's something I've always believed, and it'd be so wonderful if they could figure out if our smart government could figure this out. But there's two things that I've always believed that should be capped. An interest rate should be capped at like 2%, 3%, whatever. Like as bottom of the barrel, as low as you can go. One, a home, two, a car. there needs to be caps on the interest rates for those two items, right? Because everybody should have a home and everybody should be able to have a car to get back and forth to work, right?
I would add
Or
student
make it
loans to
affordable.
that. If under certain circumstances, if you're going for a medical degree or you're going to be a nurse or something that's useful to society, you cap the interest on that. If you're going to be stupid and go get a liberal arts degree,
I think
that's
there should be a string attached to that, though, Adam. I think like you have to use it because think of how many people just are forever students.
Yeah.
And
I
they're
mean,
just
you
going
can't
back
get a
to
liberal
that.
arts degree,
Yeah.
but if you're actually in medical school with the intent to graduate, right?
Well,
You
not the
shouldn't be
intent to
paying on those-
graduate, to go to work, actually.
Yeah,
Because there's
Right.
people that have made a career out of being a forever student.
Oh
but
yeah.
you shouldn't have to pay $1 million to go to medical school to help society.
No.
Like that's
There's,
just
I mean, there's a lot of changes that need to be made, but
Are we trying to solve world problems in the
we
logistics?
could. I mean, I guess we got time.
And
man.
that, hey, you know how many world problems have probably been solved around a pot of coffee, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what?
Just think about it. You know, I mean,
look, we solved all the world's
I feel like
problems.
there might be a dash of bourbon in that coffee.
Who is actually drinking coffee on the show besides me and Pipsqueak? I'm sorry, Charles over there.
you know,
Well, you know what? When you think
Being on
about
that
it,
road, I can drink some real coffee.
It's too
when
late
you
for
think
coffee.
about it, logisticians are like doctors, lawyers, because
No. Lawyers can
you
pay their
have
own
to
way.
retrain yourself because the
yeah, I agree with that. They should have double interest rates.
industry is changing very, very quickly. You know, it's just like technology. What's here today will change in the next 60, 90 days. You know, it's not going to look the way that it looks like today. And so you always have to reinvent yourself, especially in the industry in which we work, that the rules, the regulations are changing constantly all the time. You have to be up on top of that. You have to go get recertified. If you're somewhat certified in one particular area or not, it's just like a doctor, medical devices change, a new process. You always have to keep on re-educating yourself. It's like if you get an MBA 10 years ago, it's worthless in today's world. You go to school for 10 years, 12 years, become a professional student. So what? You've got a piece of paper. That's all you have because it's irrelevant in today's world. Just like we're working today in logistics in many different verticals and different modes, and we have specific ways that we do that. 5 years from now, next year, those will change. You have to go with the ebbs and flows. It's just like I started out at the pyramids. I know it's a joke, but the thing is that if I didn't go and get recertified and updated my knowledge on all the different tools that went over, that were created in the last 40 years, where would I have been? If I just said, you know what, no, I'm entitled, I'm going to get this, like we were talking about earlier, I wouldn't have gotten anywhere, and that's the thing. It comes down to training. Are you retraining your people at the right time so they're keeping up with technology and the growth of the industry in which it's moving? And it's moving very, very fast. So,
that Pharaoh appreciated your logistical knowledge.
You got to be able to do it.
Hey, I can tell you something else is driving up a lot of cost.
Brokers.
And I know that, people
whoa.
The real Spencers, please stand up. But the like insurance companies, attorneys, they're driving a lot of this shit. Everybody's so happy these days, but insurance, just like in Florida. I mean, Adam, you're down in Florida. Insurance companies. What is it? State Farm is the one who pulled out of Florida. I think it was. They quit insuring homes, especially beachfront properties.
No, I've still got I have State Farm personally.
But beachfront properties, there was one state, I think State Farm pulled out or was going to pull out.
So right now, if your house is over a certain age, State Farm will not cover your roof for roof damage.
Right. Maybe
what is?
But just I don't know. There's a lot of things, man, that's just really gone up. As far as costs, it's insane. It is absolutely, and just like to your point, Adam, about your mortgage. I mean, $4,000 a month, man. That's pretty steep.
Yeah, and that's
anyone in this place.
Whoa.
What's up, Nate?
Whoa.
Hey,
How
Nate.
you doing, gentlemen? How we doing?
Well, he has better hair than you, Charles.
Yeah.
I mean, like even the rentals that used to be $1,000 a month 5 years ago, they're 28.
I mean, Florida's nuts in part because all the people that are moving here. I'll give credit where credit's due. Daddy DeSantis is doing some good stuff down here, especially if he does away with property taxes. That'll be impressive.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Listen, I don't think it's going to happen either, but we can be hopeful.
There's too much money involved.
I mean, I was listening to that Address the Nation last night, and I was a little blown away with some of the things. The one thing I can get behind, I'm sure Pedro is going to echo this, out of all the things that I've ever seen done in my lifetime, given a stimmy to the active U.S. military, that was kind of, I was here for that.
Working poor.
Ah, God, I need more coffee.
You know me, I'm when it comes to veterans, and I mean, people can say what they say. I've had a lot of people say that this is, I shouldn't think this way, but I'm sorry. I think veterans should be above everybody in this country when it comes to anything. And when I mean everybody, I mean all the equal opportunity crap. I don't care what your race is, your sex, your religion. If you check veteran on a box for anything, any application for anything, you should be at the very, very tip top of consideration for whatever.
100%. If you're willing to go and get shot at, for me, you're number one on my list.
And it goes beyond that to me. And I say every benefit, everything. I don't think veterans should pay taxes beyond like their work, like property tax. I don't think they should have to pay. When you go buy a car, I think you should get a deal on your taxes for your TT&L. Like anything that could benefit someone who has served this nation. I think they should have. They should have free health care for the rest of their life, not through the fucking VA. VA should be completely shut down. That entire organization needs to be disbanded, and veteran health care needs to be put on into the private market.
Well, and it is like that in some areas, Pedro. Like me being in Chattanooga, we have a VA hub, but everything is community care. And I'll tell you, as somebody that lived in a VA network in Chicago versus what it is here, it's much better in the community care sector. In Chicago, I thought they were trying to kill me. Here, I'm like, oh, it's actually healthcare.
They were.
I see the super truckers here, and he didn't want to live in Florida anymore. That's fine. We don't need more postal service drivers down here.
I just got a text. I got my wonderful friend Gina Jones just texted me, and she corrected me on the State Farm thing. Thank you, Gina. It was California that they pulled out of.
That checks out. Everyone pulls out of California.
Everybody's pulling out of California. Nobody wants to go back.
Right. Yeah, that includes people. Yep.
Yeah. Right.
Mr. Mayor Nate Johnson, how the hell you doing?
I'm doing well, Spencer. It's been a while. I'm drinking my Road Dog coffee right now too. So.
Oh, speaking of coffee, so there was, I've gotten a few emails. Hey, where's my coffee at? I ordered it like 2.5 weeks ago, the Smoking the Bandit. So just for, to kind of put that to bed real quick. There was an issue with the manufacturer that produced the film, like the actual film the bag is made of, right? It's a special, like a glossy. So anyway, that was all corrected, and the coffee is the bags are filled, and it's going to start shipping out tomorrow and Monday.
Nice,
fantastic. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't have to email you to ask.
Awesome.
I know. I mean, I only got maybe I think 3 emails, and Bobby, she's always on top of things. Bobby McGee, right? She shot me a text. Hey, where's my stuff?
That's right.
And,
she don't miss a beat, man.
But yeah, so that was the hold up, and my apologies, but it's going out tomorrow and Monday. It's shipping out.
Hey, if I drink coffee, I would try yours.
What?
I said if I still drink coffee, I would definitely try yours.
Now I know what's wrong with you.
I know,
you took
right?
the words out of my mouth.
We said the same thing a few weeks ago, mate.
Other than being ancient?
Well,
Hey, in 2 days, I stopped drinking coffee for over a year. When I commit, I'm legit. I do not.
Math doesn't math there, Jeff.
What's that?
In 2 days, you stop drinking. Oh, in 2 days from now. Okay, gotcha.
Right. It's been a year. And I drank 5 to 7 cups a day for over 35 years.
Maybe
when you put words together this early, Nate, and you don't have coffee in your system, they come out like that.
Exactly.
You didn't have to go cold turkey, Jeff. You could have pumped the brakes just a little bit, maybe gone down to 1 to 2.
I do everything on a dime, man. When I say I do something, I stop it immediately.
If I didn't have coffee, I'd wind up on the morning news.
That's why when Jeff
I don't miss it. You know,
that's why when Jeff shaves his mustache, he grows it back immediately because he does it on a dime on a whim. He's like, I'm gonna shave this off, and he's like, damn, I do not look good.
That thing is magical, right? He could shave that thing completely off, and in 24 hours, it'd be back.
Hey, I'm telling you,
I got rid of this.
Listen, I'm telling you, dude. In a future world, dude, in some type of crazy scenario in our planet, like 500 years, someone's gonna hunt and dig up Jeff's body because his mustache is gonna be the thing that's gonna be like save the planet. It's gonna be like written in some type of prophecy. You know what I'm saying?
So when he dies, they're gonna freeze him so they can research him 50 years down the road.
They are.
How else do we get a magnificent mustache? That will be the next thing the government spends $2 billion in research.
Hey, Adam's
in 3 generations,
like mine, In
3 generations, all males born in America come out with the Jeff Dickinson. That's what they'll call it, the Jeff Dickinson.
Yeah, we're just gonna call it the Dickinson from now on.
Dickinson. You guys are just jealous. You know that? You guys are just jealous.
Listen, I know
jealous.
I know for a fact that in ancient Egypt, Pharaoh was so proud of that mustache. I know he was.
Mm-hmm.
So you were back then, right? You were there?
No, I'm being a historian right now. I trust that you were his trusted logistician.
I know you guys love me. I know.
We do love you, Jeff. We don't tell other people that, but
no.
Everyone loves their text.
I feel it, man. I feel the love.
That's good.
I mean, look at Nate. Look at Nate, man. Being so jolly, he's got his going.
Nate has that.
TV, so he's trying. Yeah,
Nate has I'm a retired accountant in WITSEC from the mafia look. He's always got his slick back hair and his goatee. You know what I mean?
It's not supposed to be slick. It just ends up that way. So that's what happens when you get older, right, Jeff?
Whatever you say, Nate.
Doesn't prove.
Whatever you say.
What people don't know is Jeff is like is the hair donator for the entire world. When you go get plugs or hair donate, whatever, it all comes from Jeff, man. Like that luscious head there, they just.
I wondered how he afforded those shirts.
You love him, man.
You literally need a logo. Look, I think you should bring the Bodacious Cowboy back, but your logo is nothing more than a cowboy hat and the mustache.
Yeah, yeah.
No face.
Yeah, but the cowboy hat, the sunglasses, and the mustache, and remove everything else. There you go.
That's done. When I say commit, I legit done. I'll never be there out there again.
Why'd you kill it? I don't understand.
What's that?
Why'd you kill it?
Because it was nonsensical.
Oh, okay.
It was.
You're not really a cowboy.
It's just like podcast. I'm involved in so many different things that it's not a moneymaker. It's a complete waste of time. And
don't you know, in the evolution of any great entertainer, they have to change their name. You know what I'm saying? Like as they go through, Slim Shady to Eminem, you know what I mean? Prince to the artist formerly known to just the sign.
Puff Daddy,
P.
Yeah.
Hey, J Dickey.
So when I started playing with Chat GPT years ago, Jeff was coming on the show, and I started, and I'm trying to share a screen here. So I fed in Jeff's profile as the Bodacious Cowboy into
there you go.
GPT, and that's what gave me back.
Love that.
So this is from probably 2 years ago,
at least.
So, and that's the image that came back with Jeff. But that I fed in his profile in, and I got other ones that popped up.
Tell me that go back to that. Tell me that does not look like a movie poster for like the
that's what I
trucking
was-
version of Mad Max or something.
Yeah,
you
there
know
you go.
what I'm saying?
Like Moses.
Father time.
Part in the highways out
This
there.
is
you know?
also before I got really good at prompting, but this is
I
what
could
expect.
just imagine Jeff dressed like that with a pair of shit kickers on and some and some oh crap, I'm drawing a blank. What's the things the Cowboys wear that they kick the horses with?
Spurs.
Spurs.
Yeah.
Walking down the warehouse row with some shit kickers and a pair of Spurs. You hear him
Damn
jingling as he's walking down the row in between the truckers.
We'll just call him the Trucking Moses.
Fucking Moses.
He's out there parting highways.
Oh man, Nate, you've so got to prop something up of
Yeah,
Jeff
that's pretty good.
parting a highway of semi trucks or something.
There's a new sheriff in the
Or
warehouse.
no, or parting the sea and it's all container ships. You know what I mean? Like moving off to the side.
That will be funny.
Oh man,
He's on it right now too.
Hey, serious note. I had the pleasure of getting to attend the Jacksonville Traffic Club week before last.
Yeah.
And I got to listen to Mr. Derek Bars on what the FMCSA is working on to eliminate the chameleon carriers, the double brokers, and the freight fraud. And it's encouraging.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
And also, I made a plug for him to come on the lounge, Pedro, and he said yes. So I've got his.
I need to get with. I need to call Dale and talk to him about that because
Yeah, I have
ask
him
about that.
on for our Christmas Day special on Road Dog Trucking Radio this week.
I've got his contact info for you, Pedro. He said reach out, give him some dates, and
Oh, okay, cool.
he'll do his best to make it work.
You are
Yeah,
the
I'm
man.
encouraged with
Adam,
everything
man.
that they're
all that
doing.
stuff I say about you behind your back, I don't mean none of it, bro.
Look, I
Some of
appreciate it.
Some of it.
The autograph is in the mail.
See the invoice.
You need his address?
$5,000 from yesterday.
Hey, if you need my address, you can ask my stalker Ryan there, and like that dude is seriously is my stalker. Like he literally just texted me and he was like, "Hey man, is this your house?" And I was like, "What the hell are you doing, Ryan?" And I was like, "No," that's not my house. Google, yeah,
There was two
Google
addresses,
Maps
and
is
then
wrong.
Yeah, he said Google Maps was wrong, and I was like, okay, perfect, because the card was already in the mail when you had that post out there. So I was like, shit, it's either going to him or his neighbor. And then Mr. Spencer, I just gave up on. I'm like, forget it.
No, listen. Oh wait, the other Spencer. See, here you go again. You're getting us crossed.
You.
No, we're supposed to still go to dinner in St. Augustine, man. It's coming. It's coming.
Good time.
I got.
How far do y'all live apart, Ryan? Adam? Like Adam, I know you're near Jayville. Where are you at, Ryan?
We're like 4 miles apart.
Oh, are you?
I'm
Okay.
South St. Augustine.
Oh, okay.
Wait, you're in South St. Augustine? I thought you were up here off of 13.
No.
Oh, well, then we're a little bit further apart.
Probably half hour, I'd say.
Yeah, not bad.
My partner is in St. Augustine, the 5th Avenue, I think it is. Yeah.
Does he work out of the sack store?
No, I think John lives in Pensacola. Doesn't he?
Yeah, the double broker bounty hunter.
Yeah, John lives in Pensacola.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. So at that meeting, y'all will find this funny, right? Because the place that Jeff and I are agents for gets such a bad rap, but I wanted to get a picture of John putting me in handcuffs.
Did you get it?
No, we ran out of time. But that would have been hilarious. The double
That
broker
would have been
bounty
great.
hunter arresting one of us.
Would have been great.
That would have been good. Absolutely. Well, matter of fact, we're going to have the recap. Yeah, the recap.
Recap?
Yeah, the recap of the Derek Bars interview at 12 o'clock on TikTok Diner, our new podcast. So,
hey, Charles, there's another podcast you can start. Call it the Recap.
Spencer, oh my god! Oh my god, Spencer! Oh man!
Instead of the recap tires, we can call them the recrap tires.
The recrap tires, brought to you by.
I had to shave. Pedro had to shave that because everybody was calling me Chico and the Man.
Bro, dang, dude! It took me a minute to even realize. Holy shit, that actually is Spencer.
I look like I'm illegal there.
No, bro. You look like you just stepped off the fucking set of Miami Vice. That's what you look like. Oh my god, I can't do it. I can't do it. Hold on, I've got to.
You can post it. I don't care. That was back in my
fucking show you guys this. There is no way I can keep this.
I noticed J Mart said, "What are they doing about chameleon carriers?" And he said, "Spoiler alert, nothing." I disagree. It's a slow process, but I actually stood up and asked Administrator Bars the question. I said, "Why don't you make carriers and brokers all have to have TWIC cards to be active in the system?" And he said, "That's actually a really good idea. I'm going to take that back to the committees and see if we can get that done."
Well, you got to have them for the ports and all that. Why not just do it on? I mean,
if you have a TWIC card
going down a highway,
if you have a TWIC card, number one, you have a federal background check.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. So you have a federal background check. You have the TWIC card, and your TWIC card is tied to applying for your DOT and your MC numbers, which they're doing with MCs, but applying for your DOT. So if you have to upload your TWIC card, they've got the AI, and it alerts and says, "Hey, this guy has started this company in the past."
Yeah.
They can't do chameleon carriers anymore. Now, could somebody else go get a TWIC card and apply and be related to that person? Potentially.
But you have to do it in person.
It's a multifaceted thing. Like you'll never 100% stop fraud, but man, if we could put the brakes on it.
But you can slow it down a little bit.
And Adam, if you go back to a few posts last year, I put that forward, having a TWIC card. Anybody that moves freight should have a TWIC card. So when there is a fraudulent activity, they can go right back to the person who caused that fraudulent activity to do it. You have to go in person to get the TWIC card. So yep.
There's the ghost.
I've been talking about that for well over a year. I think it would be a fantastic idea to do that. You know, you're a broker, a carrier, a freight forwarder, anyone, you get a TWIC card.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And this right here. Oh my God, Spencer, this is good stuff. This should be your TWIC card picture, Spencer. When you go get your TWIC card, Spencer, you should say, "Hey, can I submit a picture for my TWIC card?" This should be yours.
I'll get run right out of there. No, that I was 20. I think it was 20, either 19 or I think it was 20 or just turned 20. But that's when I played drums. I played drums in a heavy metal band because I played drums since I was 3 years old.
Bro, you look like you played drums in George Michael's band.
Yeah, this is like Wham.
Actually, so we actually
he looks like Dominic Mysterio.
He does. Right?
Mysterio.
Is that like early 90s,
here's what I want to know. Here's what I want to know, Spencer.
What?
Number one, did you have the Marlboro jacket? And number two, did you drive a T-top Camaro or a T-top Trans Am or a Chevy Camaro?
Actually, believe it or not, back in that day, I used to have a lime green rusted out Chevy Nova, and then the engine locked up, and then I got I think I was driving my Volkswagen Scirocco.
70s Nova
I had a Scirocco then.
I mean, 80s Nova, no, mate, an 80s Nova.
Hey.
If you're not using this as your Bumble profile picture, you're doing the world a disservice.
The 70s porn star. No, but no. So we play.
This is what your children could look like.
And we were actually going to sign
if
a record
you don't
deal
keep
with,
them off drugs.
Huh? Hey, this is what not to let your kid look like, right?
No, market it. This is what your child could look like.
Dude, this should so be a picture on the next Road Dog Coffee. Like, you've got to make like an 80s bag, and this is the character
bro,
that you
like
put.
Like a throwback.
Yes, like a
put some freaking aviators on him, bro.
Yes.
I actually did have the white Capizio shoes on with that outfit, I believe. Like Don Johnson.
When I look at that picture, I just see Kenny, or I hear Kenny Loggins playing in the background.
That's why I said he said he was a drummer to heavy metal band, dude. Yes, you look like you play drums for Kenny Loggins. Here you go. Loggins, Messina, and Squire.
No, that was a family Christmas thing, so I had to kind of spiff you up a little bit.
I love the white and black at a Christmas event. You couldn't wear red and green like the rest of America.
No, I couldn't do that.
It's fair.
No.
Like Bobby said,
That was-
you can look at an
that was
old
back in
pig
the
and
bad boy
smell the
days.
cigarette smoke.
That's why I asked about the Marlboro jacket, bro. Like,
Oh my god!
I mean,
Oh,
I guess it
that's
could
too
have been.
good.
I guess it could have been Winston's, right? Like,
Camels.
Damn. Oh my
Unfortunate.
god, that right there was good.
Leave it up to
Spencer,
Bobby.
you had no idea you were coming on your own podcast to get burned today, did you?
Roasted
I
right.
did
This
not.
is the
Hey, that's
roast.
fun. I love it. There's nothing like a good roast, right?
Bro, see, look, now
There
you
you
do a
go.
spin-off show, the Road Dog Roast. There you go, the Road Dog Coffee Roast. There you go. We'll
Right.
bring someone on and just roast
love
the
it.
For
entire
our
show.
next victim, Ryan from Purple Squirrel.
Yeah.
I take it.
But, yeah, that
He
was.
didn't already have Smokey and the Bandit, man. He could just do a throwback, with the Bandit car and do a throwback coffee.
Bro. No,
With
he
that
needs
mixer.
he needs to do. He's got Smokey and the Bandit. Now he needs one called Snowman.
Yeah.
That's
you
gonna
go.
be
Yeah.
that's gonna be the Christmas blend. The next
Snowman,
one.
you got your ears on.
There you
Still
go.
one of the best movies ever made.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
I think that should be required viewing for every young teenager coming of age.
Mhm.
Yeah, and for anyone that gets in logistics, like when they put you in
Yeah.
training, that's the first training video that you watch is Smokey and the
TQ
Bandit.
TQL Day One. All right, we're gonna watch a training film.
I'll tell you, the movie Convoy was good too.
Yeah, Convoy.
Convoy was good.
Rubber Duck, you got your ears on.
That's right.
How about Duel?
Duel was good.
Good old trucking movies.
Yeah.
The sales
Over the top. Over
Gary
the top.
Glenn Ross for us.
Do what?
So on the sales side, it was always Glenn Gary, Glenn Ross.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was good.
Coffee is for closers.
That's right.
See,
Um,
there's another one, dude. You could. Look, I'm just coming up with all kinds for you today. You have a bag with Alec Baldwin's character on there.
So
Just call the brand "Coffee is for Closers."
Ryan, the movie. So Glengarry Glen Ross is a great movie. You're 100% correct on that. There was another one. God, what was it? Barbarians at the Gate about RJR tobacco. It had
Reynolds.
what's the guy's name that played in the Rockford Files? James.
Garner.
Gardner.
Yeah, I think he played in that movie called Barbarians at the Gate or something. That's a great movie too to see.
That is a good
But I
one.
can tell you right now, as far as a business movie goes, Glengarry Glen Ross is great, but I've always thought that the first two of The Godfathers were some of the best business movies you could ever watch. The
Oh,
Godfather.
definitely.
About once every 3 or 4 years, I'll do a whole Godfather trilogy, sit down over a couple weeks or whatever on the weekend.
Yeah.
But lots of time now, I find that I'll only watch the first two. I don't watch the last one.
Yeah.
Those first two are just epic movies. They're
Oh, yes, they are.
the best
Great
movies.
movies. Great movies.
I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. It's a non-compete.
Yeah.
That's right.
Here's your 45 grand and a non-compete. Exactly.
Yeah. Don't get in bed with those guys. Holy crap.
What Al Pacino in what was that? What was the name of that movie? Meet My Little Friend.
Oh,
Well, Scarface.
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 Say
There
hello.
you go.
That's a
That's
good
a
one,
great
too.
one. That's a really
All
good one.
those mob movies back in the late 70s, early 80s, even late 80s,
Oh, that's a funny meme.
they're all good.
There
No,
you go.
like you.
My
like
Christmas gift to you guys.
Scarface is a freight broker, and you say hello to my little friend. Oh my God!
Young Polak looking Charles.
Holy moly.
Man,
Dude, he looks like
So
Edward
glad you
Norton
grew
from
up.
American History X.
Yeah, bro. He's like this picture. He is all ripped out on vodka, Red Bulls, and Xannies.
Like a young Kevin Bacon or something, you know?
God, this is
Dude,
pre-tattoos.
hey, no,
Like,
you
this
just take out the
pre-mid
Kevin
crisis.
part. The bacon you can leave in there because he
Oh yeah,
looks
that's
totally baked. Yes.
pre-tattoo Charles. That's like
This is-
this is like fresh out of boot camp Charles.
Oh wow.
Uh,
Yeah.
Bro, he hadn't seen a woman in 10
Was
weeks.
this-
That's why he's
yeah,
so
was that-
happy in
was
that
that
picture
during
right
your,
there, bro. They don't even know those people. That was just the first opposite sex he saw when he got out of the airport.
Well, I noticed the peace signs. Was this during like the ducks and deuces era, where every girl in every picture was throwing deuces and had duck face going on?
Lurch looking ass.
Oh, dude, yeah. Oh, my God.
Looking ass.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
That is
good stuff.
crazy.
Oh. See, sometimes age is kind to us.
Mm-hmm.
You want
In this case
aviators? You want aviators? There you go.
You know.
Oh
Listen,
man, look at the feathers on that dude's
Look,
head.
Jeff, I know
part.
you might not understand this, but our viewers can't see your phone. So if you could figure out how to upload that picture to your computer and share it,
My parting gift to you guys.
He kind of had that Kenny Rogers hairstyle going on from what I
he's
saw.
always had Kenny Rogers hair.
Yeah.
This is what ChatGPT gives me when I put my profile in.
Oh my God, it's the
Oh.
Jedi.
Is that a
See,
man
like the
bun?
little bun right there? The little.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
wondering.
Like a little samurai warrior from trucking or something.
It's like the
Ashimoto.
Dude, this is if
like-
Blade
like
Runner was a
the-
trucking movie.
no, it's like
Yeah.
if
Yeah, it's
if
Charlie's
Convoy was a Star Wars movie, he would have been the Jedi.
I gotta go to work, but I wanted to
All right,
pop
later,
in
Charles.
here and
We're
I
about
gotta
to get off
conserve
here,
my
man.
Voice, but hey, appreciate you guys. If I don't talk to any of you guys, have a very Merry Christmas. Appreciate
You
what
too,
all you
brother.
guys do.
I got to touch base with you at some point in the next day or two. So, or sometime.
me
soon.
up.
So I just text you. So we'll
Okay.
chat. So
Adios, amigos.
Adios.
Pleasure as always.
Be well, brother. That is great. Yeah, I think we should all do a show around old pictures of ourselves. Let's do something like that. Let's have some fun.
I don't even know if I have too many old pictures. I definitely don't have
Yeah, I
digital
don't,
copies. We have to go into the mom archives.
Yeah.
We got like 9 minutes.
I got to go to the
Oh, but, I can
Smithsonian to
pull-
get the pyramid ones.
I can pull one up.
Mhm. Yeah.
Do they? You're talking about the hieroglyphics?
You still got the block and tackle.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Hold on, Luke. Hey, let's find some pictures from old Egypt. We could quickly find one of Jeff back in the day. Just pull up some of those.
Nate's doing a prompt right now.
old-
I can see him typing.
Oh no, I'm trying to dig up something old to me. I know I've got a couple on my phone. So
I know. I've got some old ones here. I'm trying to find a good one.
I've got a ton.
the question is where the heck are they?
Bobby, to answer Bobby's question, who wore polo cologne? Not me. I wore Jakar.
Jakar was one.
Polo sport.
Remember Jakar?
Had polo sport all growing up. That was
Yeah.
that was my jam. The blue bottle.
Yep.
Aqua Velvet.
Oh, holy God.
No, I did not.
That's like Old Spice, man. That's in with the white ceramic bottles. The old,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, my dad wore that. It's
mine
hilarious.
too. So I'd wear it to like elementary school because I thought it was the coolest thing in the 80s.
It had like an aluminum top on it with a gray little trim on the top. Yeah, it
Oh,
smelled
yeah.
like shit.
Halston,
Oh yeah, Z24, Halston Z24.
Z24. That was
Yeah.
some good. It actually had a good smell to it. I like
it
that
did.
stuff.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah, I forgot the
That's
other
funny.
stuff that I wore too, man. Oh yeah, all the good stuff.
so who all's ready for Christmas? I guess we won't have a Christmas show. I guess.
I know this. I just thinking about that. This is the last show before Christmas out here.
This is
Nah, we can do one next week. If you want to do it Christmas morning, I don't care. But
I am not doing a fucking
I don't have young
Christmas show with
kids,
you.
so it
No,
doesn't
sir.
matter to me. But
Yeah, what about free for all Friday there, Pedro? What's going on tomorrow afternoon?
But let's answer his question, and then we'll talk about what we got going on with my stuff after that. But I appreciate you asking, Jeff. I love you, Jeff. I love you so much. Such a good guy. He's like, man, this Spencer guy needs to shut up. Let's just let Pedro talk.
damn right.
I like you. Yeah. I'm ready for Christmas, bro. Well, I mean, I'm just waiting on some a few gifts to come in for my wife, and I think my wife's waiting on maybe one for me and some for the kids. But other than that, we're ready. Only thing we have to figure out is what are we making for Christmas dinner. So we try to do something different every year. And over the last 20 years, we've done everything. Like we've done the turkey, we've done ham, we've done prime rib, we've done Tex-Mex Christmas, we've done duck. We've done every fucking thing, dude. So it's like, man, what do we have this year? So I don't know. We might just have sandwiches
Chinese
for Christmas dinner.
No, you need to do
High
the
guys burgers.
rah Chinese.
Dude, it's so funny. I've always wanted to do Chinese on Christmas. I know it sounds cliche, but I literally
very classic, bro. Get Peking duck.
You can do pork barbecue.
Like I have always wanted to do Chinese on Christmas.
Yeah, you can do pork barbecue if you're from, because Carolina and that stuff.
Well, no, we've done that too. We called it a Texas Christmas, and we had brisket and ribs
Stop it.
And all. No, don't
We've
hear
had
shit,
this
man.
discussion. We've had this discussion. That's not barbecue. That's beef.
I love you so much.
Why turducken?
It's all I can say. It's all I can say, Adam.
Well,
All right. What about you, Adam? What about you, bro?
Man, I don't know yet. I've got in-laws coming in today for the next 4 days. Pray for me. Other than that, I'm finishing up working on projects next week, and then I'm gonna take Christmas Eve, Christmas Day off, and spend a quality time with my kiddo. That's the thing I'm most excited about. It's fun finally getting to be Santa, right? Like getting to witness all those memories and all those firsts for a kid is pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yeah, I agree, man. I'm scrolling through these pictures here trying to find an older picture of me. All of my stuff is I don't have any of my photos digitized yet, but some of the stuff is Christmas pics, dude. Like I have a Google Drive I've got 175 gigabytes of just pictures I've uploaded and stuff that I've had throughout my kid's life and shit. And so much Christmas, and I'm like, man, dude, like I remember that Christmas. Like I looked at a picture of my kids getting a whole bunch of Legos. My wife the other day showed me a thing from a timeline of me and my kids putting together some Legos that we had got them. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, man. Just
I don't get woken up at 4 a.m. anymore.
You look at those pictures and you think about how hard you worked to make that kid's Christmas happen, right? Like I can remember as a kid, I grew up not well off at all, and I can remember my mom would wrap orange fruit baskets for her boss to make the money to buy our Christmas gifts. And one year I think I was 4. I wanted to be a firefighter my whole life. That's all I ever wanted to do. And she layawayed a Power Wheels fire truck and paid that mug off and got it delivered on Christmas Eve. I woke up that next morning and I was all over it, man. Like that was the best thing ever. And to know what my parents went through to be able to provide that stuff for me just makes it that much better now that I can do stuff for my daughter.
Oh yeah, it's good stuff. That's really good stuff. Well, you saw your mom working her butt off.
What about you, Ron?
Just going down to my mom's, help her cook this time. We always flip back and forth. So we did Thanksgiving. She's doing Christmas. The in-laws are doing Easter. So 20-minute drive. I'll put something together.
Nice.
I was good. I've been cooking a lot lately, so we'll come up with some ideas. No kids.
I know, dude.
So.
We're about to try. We're about to try that recipe that you posted about or whatever the other day. The chicken one or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I think it was you. I know it was you. You posted something you made because you and I were DMing about it, and I was like, "Oh man, that looks good." So yeah, we're gonna make that one.
Tortellini chili or the Sicilian steak?
The chili, the tortellini one. If I could speak
man. I can tell you how I did it. It came out amazing.
Are you talking about Korean style? Are you talking about bulgogi?
No,
almost.
Tortellini chili.
No. The other one is the Sicilian steak.
Oh, I like Korean steak.
It wasn't necessarily the bulgogi because of the way that I cooked it, if I remember right. I don't know. I looked at like 5 different recipes, it started off with chicken Alfredo on a Thursday night for my wife, and I was like,
Right.
she's not gonna be home until 6:30. I don't have time for this. So I'm gonna do it this weekend.
Mhm.
Well, then I had to go to Publix 3 different times, and it evolved into going to becoming into steak, and then just evolved from there.
Right.
But I made my own version of garlic toast. So we took hash brown patties, and then I took an herb cheese, and then roasted some shallots on the grill, mixed in with that cheese. After we toasted the hash brown patties, then I spread it all on there, and then took some more parm and some mozzarella, put them back in the oven, toasted it so it was real crispy. So it was like a hash brown garlic toast, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
hell yeah. Well,
I watched
here's this
shows.
before we get to Nate and Jeff. I don't know. This was like 15 years old. So I mean, you're really much fun you can make me in that thing. Besides that, I'm wearing
Man,
cowboy
get
stuff.
that off
but,
of here.
you know, and I don't have a beard, so there's what I
That's
look
why
like
I won a game.
without a beard.
The only people that like
Yeah.
that picture are you and Jerry Jones.
And me.
And you can
I love
tell
Dallas.
how old it is because like look that DVD player, bro. That's a Sony Bravia 5-disc DVD CD changer. What you know
Oh,
about
had the
that?
good carousel. I remember those.
I need to remember that.
The
I would-
carousel.
Bro, dude, because I still have the speakers. That to this day is the best surround sound I've ever had in my life. That thing would rattle the windows in my house. You can't see, but
Wow.
behind my son, there's a 10-inch subwoofer, and I still have the speakers because I just need to buy a legacy receiver for it because it's got the old school speaker wires. But dude, yeah, that thing was amazing. I bought it for like $150, man, from a guy whose
that
dad
TV
was a
wasn't-
truck driver. His dad was a truck driver and used to pick up directly from Sony for whatever company he worked for. Sony at that time, this was the early 2000s or the late 2000s, had a company store at one of their DCs. So like the employees could go in there and they could buy newer or stuff that they're taking off the shelves in the store for like almost no money. And this guy's dad, he would just buy stuff all the time just because it was so fucking cheap, and he would give it away as gifts and stuff. And he gave him two
wow.
of these. And so he was like, "Here, man, if you want it, give me $100 or $150, and you can have it." At the time, that was like a $700 surround sound system. So I was like, "Hell yeah, I'll take that thing."
Have you ever heard of that website called reverb.com?
Reverb, yeah.
No.
Yeah, Reverb, because you can find a lot of old stuff on there too that people are selling. You know, you got eBay and all that, but Reverb's got they got musical instruments, all sorts of stuff.
Well, I have found the you can still find the receivers, but to get like a good one, because like that thing was, I think it's a 1500 watt system. So like, you know,
Yeah.
and if you know anything about audio, you can't put a 200 watt receiver to that and it's going to sound the way that you want it to sound. So to
Right.
get something that'll put out the watts to push that's going to run me 800 to $1,000, maybe more. You know, for that level of quality and stuff. So, I mean, you know, and I mean, I got other things I could just spend. I keep wanting to spend $800 or $1,000 on other than a receiver for some 20-year-old speakers. But, yeah. So anyway, Nate, what about you, bro? You done for Christmas, man?
I still got a bunch of stuff I got to do, so we're a bit behind. But I didn't stop traveling until last Saturday, so I've been on the road since pretty much June. So, but we'll have everybody over at the house. We keep it easy, so we don't. We'll have a whole bunch of people over, but sandwiches, maybe some clam chowder or something. I'll make some clam chowder. That's pretty easy to make, and whatever. Everybody brings stuff over. I used to do real complicated Christmases, and as far as dinners go, you know, prime rib, whatever. I don't do that anymore. It's it's more about the people and getting people together than it is making a big dinner. So half the time everybody comes over, they bring all the stuff, they do all the appetizers, and then you pull out this $100 prime rib, and they're like, we're all full. We don't want to eat the things.
I like where your head's at. I like where your head's at. Nate said sandwiches, maybe some clam chowder, and what he didn't mention, we using paper plates, bowls, and cups.
We do that.
We ain't doing no dishes.
Yeah.
I love where you're at, Nate.
That's big brain thinking, baby.
I know, brother. That's why he's the mayor, man. Shit,
Kids,
you know?
kids are older now. I mean, my youngest is 17. So kids are older now. She's the youngest of all the cousins. So everybody's, there's no grandkids running around yet or anything, and so there's no great grandkids around for my parents or anything yet. So I mean, it's pretty simple. So there's nothing there. So it's make it easy until we have to get it complicated again. So
Heck
Yeah,
yeah.
so like every year we get crazy busy. We're like, next year we're just gonna do something simple. Bring the cooler, go to the beach, and have sandwiches.
See, I need to get on the floor. I need to migrate from Minnesota to Florida, and then I can go to the beach for Christmas. That sounds better.
What part of Minnesota are you in, Nate?
Lakeville, so just south of the airport.
All right, my in-laws are from Medina.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Jeff, what about you, man? You done? You ready for Christmas, brother?
I'm as ready as I can be. Just like Nate, just keeping it low, not overcomplicating it. Just gonna relax. Have a nice little dinner, family, and yeah. It used to be big when we were younger. That's for sure. But as we get older, we kind of turn down the hype a little bit. Do the church thing and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
All right. Heck yeah, man. I feel you, bro. I know. I get it. Because, slowing stuff down's all good. We used to do that big stuff too, man. We used to travel with the kids and blah, blah, blah. And then somewhere along the line, we're like, forget this. We're just going to hang out at home. And so I don't say sometimes simple's good. You know what I mean? So, Christmas is all about just chilling, man. That's the holiday you stay in your pajamas till like 4 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just hanging around. You're just hanging around the house. And I mean, I will end on that. Have you ever noticed on Christmas, like, most of the pictures you see of people, they're like in a jacket, but with pajama bottoms or just still in their pajamas. Everyone's pictures on Christmas, even at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So, that's what it's supposed to be, just hanging out, chilling at the house, man. I'm with it.
I like
Spencer, what you got to say before we get off here?
What? No, I mean, the RoadDogCigar.com should officially launch on Christmas Eve to start taking cigar orders, and cutters and everything will be on there. We had a little issue with the payment. We had to integrate a third-party payment system because Shopify does not allow. You can't use Shopify payments for tobacco products, right? So you have to integrate a third-party payer. So we decided on Stripe. Then that got knocked down because Stripe's not available in the U.S. for cigar sales, tobacco sales through Shopify, because Shopify uses their bank. So I had to send this long, like 2 different technical people, and it had to get escalated to this specific certain group in Shopify to get their blessing to allow them to open up the portal for Stripe and all. It was just a big to do, but we got it done. We got the notification a day and a half ago. That's official now. Thank God. So hopefully Christmas Eve, the cigar site will be up. And we'll have a link on the coffee site at the top of the tab to say, little hyperlink over to the cigar site too. So that was some good news. So that's something to look forward to.
Then gift cards available as well.
Do what?
You have gift cards available as well.
Probably, maybe not right out of the gate, but we might have it done by then. I'm hoping to. But I've got a bunch of cigars here. If you just reach out to me, and I'm sending Pedro some. I got to get Adam some, but just let me know if you want some, or what you want, and yeah. So, and then other than that, just hanging out Saturday. I'll see my daughters. Then they'll go see their mom, and I'll see my dad and my sister, and do that kind of mess. All that, just making my rounds.
Oh yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's going to do it for us.
Yeah. A lot of fun. A lot of fun.
I do not believe we'll do.
Do what?
Oh no, go ahead, Spencer.
No, I was just going to say if we can't, do another show next week or something. One day, jump on there, or whatever. Everybody have a good Christmas, and
you as well.
Remember, it's to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, and that's what it's all about. And Enjoy your families.
True.
You guys as well.
Well said, and
Yeah.
ditto to all of y'all. I know we'll all talk next week. I'm sure several of us will probably text or DM or whatever on Christmas. We pretty much talk regularly. So, but y'all do have a fantastic rest of your day and a great rest of your week and weekend. And hopefully next week is chill and calm for everybody. Things should be crazy this week for most of us, and then should start chilling out. Next week a little bit. Maybe Monday will be crazy. So. Hopefully everyone has a chill, calm week and a wonderful Christmas. Spencer, we'll talk about a Christmas show. I mean, I ain't got nothing going on, but I kind of don't want to do one, but we'll talk. Maybe you can talk me into it. You can sweet talk me, whisper sweet nothings in my ear. What we got going on tomorrow? Final show of the year for the Logistics Lounge. Lounge Miss 2025 coming at you 4 Central, 5 Eastern tomorrow. We're doing a freestyle. If you want to hang out, just let us know before the show or while the show is going on, and we'll shoot you a link, and you can hop on, hang out with us for a little bit. And I think that's all we got. Is that all you got,
Good
Spencer?
Good deal.
Anybody else got anything quick they want to say before we get out of here? No?
Last show of the year for us on driving forward too. So
Is that today at 1?
Today at 1:00 Central.
I'll be watching. I always watch your show. I don't know. For some reason, around that time, I have like nothing to do most Thursdays. So I'm like, let me go in here and troll Nate.
Thursday, because we know you're doing nothing, brother, and I appreciate it.
I know, brother. I know. I appreciate
Friday.
that.
I'm actually free for once on a Friday. It's been a long time since I've been able to jump on, so I'd love to jump on for the last.
I'm going to shoot everybody on here a link. You guys, everyone here is pretty much in the regular rotation. You know what I mean, for getting a link. So. I'll shoot everyone a link. We chill. Like I said, we're just gonna have a good time, man, and close the year out big. Talk about what Hunter and I are, trying to plan for 2026, and and that's what everybody else is doing too. So we're just gonna have a fun, good time. Y'all know how we are on the freestyle. So
is Hunter dressed like an elf?
No, I don't know. Maybe I could talk him into it. That would be fucking good, bro. If someone's gonna do it, it would be Hunter. That's 100% for sure. That's a good idea. All right, everyone, enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Appreciate you hanging out with us as always. Might see you next Thursday, maybe not. But if not,
or Christmas
we'll see you.
Eve, whatever.
Yeah, Christmas Eve, maybe Christmas Eve, something like that. So y'all have a wonderful one. We're out. See you when we see you. Chunk the deuces. Peace out. Love you. All that good stuff.